Hey guys, before we start the video, I'm sure that you guys have seen what's gone on in the past week, and while the police involved in the murder of George Floyd have finally been arrested, the people out there protesting right now are protesting for a lot more beyond just that one instance. I'm going to be linking some petitions and resources in a pinned comment if any of you guys are interested in helping. Some of them only take a few seconds and don't cost you anything, but can really help with initiating a lot of much needed change. Thanks for listening, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing really well. Before we start today's video, I did want to quickly address something. Some of you guys have been noticing that in my recent videos, my positioning hasn't been to scale, or it's kind of been off and the background kind of looks funny. Some of you guys have been saying that it looks like I'm sinking in quicksand. Thankfully, that's not the case, and I also have not been shrunk by a shrink ray. Basically what's happening is I'm not able to film where I usually film right now, so I have a green screen behind me that I sub in my actual background that I use in other videos. That way it kind of still looks like I'm still here. So yes, I am using a green screen, and that's why the background sometimes looks like super crisp and there's like kind of like a disconnect between the footage of me and the background, and that's because they aren't shot at the same time. Most of the comments have been about how I haven't been to scale with my backdrop as of recent, and if anything, I keep getting smaller and smaller with each upload. I don't know why I keep getting smaller and smaller. Like, my tripod setup is the exact same. I kind of wonder if it's just the chair that I'm sitting in and I keep slouching maybe, but I don't really realize it when I'm editing. Like, I'll forget to resize myself, and then I'll get used to seeing myself like against the backdrop that small, and then I don't realize it until I upload the video and people are wondering why my head is slowly becoming smaller than the plant in the background. But that's basically what's been going on. Hopefully I remember to resize myself for this video, because goddamn, I'm gonna look like an idiot if I don't. But in terms of today's video, I thought that we could do another video kind of in the style of the Exploring the World of series that I have on my channel. You guys seem to really enjoy it, and I really enjoy making those kind of videos. I probably won't actually be titling this video with Exploring the World of, because if I do, the title is going to be ridiculously long. As some of you guys know, how these videos work is I find a random corner of the internet or online community and we explore it together. We've looked at stuff like the Rebecca Black effect of 2011, Bang Energy's very weird CEO, and other things as well, but the community we're looking at today is slightly different because I'm sure almost all of you are aware of the people we're going to be talking about today, but outside of the context of the community itself. And that's because we're going to be looking at celebrities. But more specifically, we're going to be looking at the growing community of celebrity YouTube channels. I'm sure that you guys don't need me to tell you that in the past 5 years, there has been a massive rise in traditional celebrities joining on YouTube to start their own channels. Whether it's to post cooking videos or makeup tutorials or blatant advertisements thinly veiled as content, you've probably come across a YouTube channel run by a celebrity in the past couple years. It's pretty clear why celebrities are starting to migrate to YouTube, considering that building a platform on here means that it can help with their exposure, and they can also make a lot of money. Especially considering that since they're already famous, they likely have a big fan base that's gonna come over to YouTube as well, which is an advantage that like 90% of people on this platform don't have when they're starting out. But with all of that in mind, that doesn't mean that they're actually good at YouTube. I thought it'd be pretty fun to check out some of these celebrity channels and venture into the celebrity community on YouTube, and some of you guys have actually sent me some of the channels that we're going to be looking at today to make a video about, and some of them I've actually just stumbled upon on my own, but I feel like overall the selection of channels we'll be going through today definitely showcases, for the most part, the spectrum of celebrity channels you see on YouTube these days. So the first celebrity YouTube channel we're going to be looking at today is none other than Paris Hilton.
Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Paris.
Why is her walking through the door so funny?
My name is the Babadook. I'm 437 years old from Salt Lake City, Utah.
As you all know, well, maybe not all of you.
Oh my god, was that the dog? She's throwing around her chihuahua like a hot potato, and he's like, why am I here?
People who do know that I'm an amazing cook.
Wait, why does that sound so familiar? Okay, wait, this is actually gonna start bothering me. I swear I've heard her say before, it was either like, I love to cook, or some people don't know that I'm an amazing cook, and she said it in that exact same tone, but months before this video came out. It sounds so stupid when I say it out loud.
Hi, I'm Kim Kardashian West, and something you might not know about me is that I'm a really good cook, and I love to cook.
This is my little assistant today, Diamond Baby.
Yes, we will be having Diamond for dinner tonight.
So make sure to put the oven to 375.
Sorry guys, really quick, she just forgot to add something to the ingredients list. You also need leather motorcycle gloves. There is something so hilarious about the fact that every time there's a jump cut, like Paris is there like ready and posed. Just know that there were like 30 seconds that we didn't see before the clip started where she's like sitting there like, okay, like this, or like this, or like this.
But they were the ones that you don't need to steam. So I would recommend getting those because it's way easier. You just literally put them in the oven. You don't have to steam them or anything, and it tastes amazing. But whatever, today we'll settle with these.
Oh my god, she's roasting the shit out of a pasta brand. Yeah, I mean, Barilla's fine if you want broken, unsteamed garbage pasta.
Right?
What? Why does she still have the gloves on?
Like, don't break them in half, or it just ruins the lasagna vibe.
Cooking with Paris tip number 1. Don't break your lasagna pieces. It'll only break their vibe.
You do not need this Mr. Ricotta cheese. I like using a lot of it because it's amazing, but don't use this much. It's way too much.
Cooking with Paris tip number 2. Don't follow my instructions.
I have a much bigger appreciation for already shredded mozzarella.
The gloves are still on? You know what? I feel like Paris Hilton has like access to intelligence that none of us will ever have access to. So I kind of trust her on this one. Maybe it's like a safety thing where she's trying to like not slice her hand on the grater so she's wearing the gloves. Or maybe it's like an artistic choice and she wants her mozzarella to be infused with leather. I can't get over this. Did nobody on set tell her that that was kind of weird to wear gloves while grating cheese? Like, I need to know the backstory behind these gloves.
I'm scared. I'm gonna start grinding my fingers off. That's why I wear my chef gloves.
What can I say? Ask and you'll receive. They're her chef gloves. So then is her chef hat a motorcycle helmet?
They're usually for sliving.
I'm sorry, what? Sliving, everybody. Sled living. That's all I can think of. Why does sliving sound like some sort of iteration of the Black Plague? Olivia, what happened to Angeli? I'm sorry I have to be the one to tell you this, Angelica, but she caught the sliving.
Hashtag cooking with Paris. Hashtag chef Paris.
Hashtag leather cheese.
Is the ricotta cheese, which you just mix around.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but is she stirring a bowl of ricotta cheese with a soup ladle?
That's what good pussy sounds like.
All these spoons are brutal.
The best part about this video, though, is that I'm genuinely enjoying watching it. Like, she's so entertaining to watch. You're brutal, you're ugly, you're useless. Just go fuck yourself.
So the next step is to make the lasagna sauce.
Oh, she did a little 1-2 step there. Now if you just let me bring you over here to the sauce. Just an update, guys. The gloves are in fact still on. I thought she was going to be taking them off at some point in this video, but I'm starting to think that they will not be coming off at all.
But one of these will work.
Everything about this video is so funny. I think I have actual tears in my... Holy shit, she's attacking that meat with 2 different spatulas. You see, the key to a good lasagna is you have to really make sure that it's dead by just really stabbing it with 2 different spatulas. Just really get in there.
Flip it, kind of make it tan.
Oh my god.
Usually I should use a bigger pan, but whatever.
Yeah, during the last 20 seconds, the only critique I've had so far is just bigger pan. Just a little bit of a bigger pan.
I'm not sure of the exact measurement of what you're supposed to do, but this is what I do every time. Just go like, oh no.
Holy shit. Yeah, I don't really measure anything. I just pour the entire thing.
And then dab the meat.
I think I'm starting to understand her cooking process now. She started off by attacking the meat, brutally, but now she's consoling the meat to earn its trust back. I understand now.
My unicorn mist.
Another item that wasn't on the ingredient list, but is very important.
Okay, I was supposed to chop these onions and garlic, but I feel my lasagna should not have onion or garlic in it.
And the flavor? And that executive decision has nothing to do with the fact that I'm too lazy to cut the onions and garlic, and rather everything to do with my own artistic interpretation of lasagna.
And always stay hydrated. I love this. It's neuro. It's a trim you. So basically you're like being healthy and then having lasagna. That's how you cook Paris lasagna. I hope you guys enjoyed my little cooking show.
You know what? I give that a 10 out of 10. That was a great video. I learned how to make lasagna. I learned a bunch of cooking tips from Paris. And watching Paris Hilton for 15 minutes is also just entertaining on its own. So It's a win all around. Okay, so the next video we're gonna watch from Paris is called Paris Hilton's Home Activities Malibu Quarantine Edition.
So I've been quarantining between Slivington Manor and here at my boyfriend's house in Malibu. It's a beautiful sunny day, and I just wanted to show you guys what I've been doing here down in the boo.
You guys already know, down in the boo.
In quarantine, one thing that I've been doing a lot is reading, and this is the book I'm reading right now. It's called The Power of When by Michael Bruce. He's actually my sleep doctor.
A sleep doctor? Do you need an art therapist?
Thank you, Dr. Bruce. I love your book.
Her ass is not reading. Everything about this is so pure. She's just painting her dog on the beach.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Malibu edition today.
Van Gogh could never. I know this is gonna sound insane, but I feel like she has a real talent for being able to show things that would typically come off as flexing in a way that doesn't feel like flexing. Like here I am watching almost a 7-minute long video of Paris Hilton pimping her ride and just figuring out what kind of wrap she wants on her car, and I feel like usually with these kind of videos people come off really snotty or douchey, but I just feel like her personality makes it so it doesn't feel that way at all, which is kind of crazy. But at the same time, I feel like if somebody carbon copied her mannerisms and what she says in this video, they wouldn't come off as likable as her, which is kind of crazy. But also, I guess, just the Paris Hilton effect. Before we continue on with the video though, I did want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. If you've never heard of Skillshare before, they're an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people where you can explore new skills or develop interests you already have, or just get lost in creativity if you'd like. One course that I've really been enjoying is a digital illustration one that's called Learn to Use Procreate, and it's taught by Jerome Vogel. I used to draw a lot on Photoshop on my computer, but recently switched to Procreate because I got a new iPad, and I'm not the biggest fan of Photoshop's app for the iPad, but because I was moving to a completely different app, I really didn't know my way around the interface very well, and I didn't know any of the basics either. The course really helped introduce me to those basics, but I'd probably say my favorite part about it was that they showed a lot of tips and tricks that I wouldn't have even thought to search for in the first place. The classes are also a great way to structure your day and set goals for yourself that not only feel productive, but are also actually productive to complete too. Plus, you've got drawing, writing, and journaling classes that can be a great way to help manage stress as well. Overall though, Skillshare offers membership with meaning, so you can connect with the support of fellow creatives and enter a community of encouragement, communication, and inspiration. So whether you're looking to fend off boredom, focus on self-care through creativity, or join a similarly creative community, Skillshare is the place to keep you learning. If you're interested in checking it out for yourself, Skillshare is giving away 2 free months of their premium membership to the first 1,000 people who click the link in the description box to help you explore your creativity. And after that, it's only around $10 a month. So if you're interested, definitely check it out in the description box below, and thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring. Now the next celebrity channel we're going to be looking at today is run by none other than Shay Mitchell.
By the way, I love you, Shay Mitchell. You're Aww.
Shay's actually a celebrity who's been on YouTube for quite a while. She started her channel back in 2015, around the time that Pretty Little Liars was wrapping up, and content-wise, she posts beauty and lifestyle content. I honestly think she's an example of one of the better celebrity channels because you can tell there's some actual effort going into the stuff that she posts, which is even more surprising when you consider that while doing that, she had a pretty sizable gig with Netflix while filming season 1 of You. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems like she's one of the only celebrities on YouTube other than Madeline Petch who has been able to keep up acting and a channel to the extent where she's getting opportunities from both. Because while she did star in season 1 of You, she's also created her own travel line and a YouTube original series as well. Overall, I think Shay is one of the only celebrities truly killing it on YouTube, if anything. But we do need to have a discussion about one of the videos on her channel. The video in question is titled My 20 Favorite Canadian Foods, and there is one item that I flat out refuse to believe she actually has in that list. And that's Swiss chalet.
Swiss chalet, rotisserie barbecue chicken.
Can you give me a little extra gravy?
Where is the flavor? Where is it? To any Canadians who are watching this right now, I know you're probably sitting there going, how can you say that about Swiss chalet? I love that place as a kid. It's part of like our history. We need to be honest here for a second though. This looks like a bra cutlet. I flat out refuse to believe that anyone watching this video right now and looking at this photo could not imagine this being sold at Fashion Nova for $30. Phoebe, your breasts look so perky today. What's your secret? Thanks, girl. It's Swiss chalet quarter whites. The worst part though is that this is the promo photo, and I'm sure that all you guys have seen that video of like McDonald's gluing sesame seeds to their burgers to make everything look like super enticing, and you never get a McDonald's burger that actually looks like the promo photos. This is their promo photo. You're not even gonna get a chicken that looks like this. This thing looks like it was made out of clay. I'm not saying that Swiss Chalet is terrible, but it does not belong on your top 20 Canadian foods list. I'm trying to figure out a way to describe to you guys who haven't been to Swiss Chalet before what Swiss Chalet food is like. I feel like the easiest way to describe it is that regardless of what you get on the menu, the consistency of the food is always like baby food. Like it's mushy, which for a long time I used to think was a coincidence, but as the years go on, I'm starting to think that that's not the case. If you've ever been to Swiss Chalet before, 90% of the people who are in there are old people, so I almost wonder if they make the food softer on purpose so that the old people don't choke on it. Just listen, there's nothing wrong with. My grandmother loves Swiss Chalet, and I love my grandmother, but I would not put Swiss Chalet on my 20 favorite Canadian foods list. This is like if you had a 20 favorite Americans food list and you put Applebee's on it. I'm not saying that Applebee's is the worst place in the world, but I don't think there has ever been someone who has crossed the border and entered the United States and the first thing they said is like, where the fuck is the Applebee's? So in summary, I actually think that her YouTube channel is pretty good. Her taste in Canadian food, on the other hand, definitely gets 1 pale chicken breast out of 10. The next celebrity YouTuber we're going to be looking at today is actually Zac Efron, who I didn't know how to channel until like last week. In terms of the content on his channel, I'm going to be honest, it gives off very strong Craig Tyler vibes, considering his channel basically just consists of travel vlogs and drone shots. Like, don't get me wrong, the drone stuff is really cool and the shots that he gets in the places that he goes to are just as cool as well, but I don't know why Zac Efron thinks that his YouTube audience wants to watch him fish. We want to see you sing. Maybe we were hoping for a little sing-along. Also, I see you putting Breaking Free in your video title while simultaneously avoiding all High School Musical reunions. You're not slick, Zac Efron. So far, the celebrity channels we've been looking at today are pretty decent in my opinion, but there are definitely some examples of bad channels that are on YouTube, and unfortunately, one of those channels is run by Liam Payne.
You know, I've been in the house the whole time. I don't know how in God's green earth.
I don't know if it's just me, but I can barely hear him talking over the music that's playing in the background, which just so happens to be his latest single, which is playing on loop over and over again for the entire 12-minute long video. What a coincidence. Hey guys, it's Liam Payne. Welcome to my vlog channel. I'm so glad to have you guys here. He also went through a phase on YouTube where he was uploading videos that seemed like more traditional YouTube vlog kind of content, with videos like They Told Me I'd Be Riding a Horse and Chef Payne, which at first glance seemed like he was going to be giving us insight into his everyday life and things that he was doing, but then you take a closer look and realize that the timestamps on both of these videos is a minute. Like a literal minute. I wish I was joking when I tell you that the They Told Me I'd Be Riding a Horse video is just 10 seconds of him preparing to get on the horse, and then 5 seconds of him on the horse, and then another 10 seconds of him off the horse. And that's it. I mean, it's technically not clickbait, but I still feel robbed. And the Chef Payne video is even worse. It's 10 seconds of him cutting carrots and then just going, that's it, guys. And yet there were still comments from people that were saying, we need a cooking show with Liam. He chopped a carrot for 10 seconds! You know what, actually maybe this would be a swimming idea for Quibi. Now before we move on from Liam Payne's channel, there is one more video that I wanted to talk about today. The video in question is a lyric video for a Christmas song that he released, and it is a fever dream.
Wrapped in the sheets.
What? Yes, you are in fact watching a cartoon depiction of Liam Payne riding a wolf bareback in the middle of a forest, because apparently nothing says Merry Christmas than what looks like the cutscene of a bootleg version of Narnia. Like, how does this relate to the song? Also, the message of the song itself is so depressing. There's clearly two people who are in a relationship that shouldn't be together, and instead of breaking up, their logic is, let's stay together even though we're miserable during the happiest time of the year, or what's supposed to be the happiest time of the year, because maybe we'll make it if we make it now? I just can't wrap my head around the context during Christmas where you would go, yeah, let's bump this one, guys. Christmas Shoes gets a pass. This? Anyways, I think that we've looked at enough celebrity channels today to get a decent grasp on the growing celebrity community on YouTube. Obviously, I don't have enough time to look at every single celebrity YouTube channel, so if there's any that came to your mind that you wanted to see in this video, feel free to mention it in the comments down below and what you think of their channel, as well as the channels that I mentioned in this video. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps me out a lot, and if you want to be updated every single time that I upload a video, you can turn my post notifications on too. I also have a second channel, which is more beauty, lifestyle, vlog related, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I'll be linking it in the description box below. But otherwise, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video again, and I will see you guys in the next one.